Welcome to another edition of the Undercover Leaders videocast. This time I have a special guest with me. It is a Teflon pan. It's not a cheesy ad. This is really taking business lessons that this humble Teflon pan can teach us, namely two properties. It's non-stick and it gets heated very quickly. These days, lots of people are going through tremendous challenges, and one of them being the layoffs that have been happening left, right, and center. And anybody who's been laid off, there's a feeling of distrust, there's a feeling of being cheated by the organization, there's a feeling of how could this happen to me? And sometimes, as a result of that, when you do find your next job, you feel that you don't want to be that involved with the organization because, hey, guess what? I could be let go tomorrow, right? So that you get into this feeling of distrust and lull yourself into mediocrity, which is a bad thing. Now, if we were to take lessons from that humble Teflon pan and say, number one, it gets heated very quickly. What does the getting heated really quickly mean is you want to be productive in every single organization you want to be part of as quickly as possible. Get heated very quickly. But the thing that we forget is we need to take the property of being non-sticky with the organization. What does that really mean? It means you can't confuse the fact that you have to be productive and effective and diligent and do your best, but also realize that we're all expendable and we could be gone tomorrow. That's the feeling of non-stickiness. Now, if you think I'm making this up, one of my favorite authors of all time, Rudyard Kipling, in his poem If, calls it out beautifully. He says, hey, you want to put one heap of all your winnings, toss a coin, and win or lose. And if you lose, start all over again. So that's what we need to imbibe. We need to accept the fact that there will be changes in the business life, but that should not confuse us from doing our best, getting heated very quickly. But also realize that we need to maintain that non-stickiness, which is ultimately what will give us the courage in the event of something were to happen that like a layoff. So remember those two things every time you see a Teflon pan next, have that image in your mind, get heated very quickly and use the non-stick attribute.